If you are the type of person who, for whatever reason, has said, I don't have time to deal with that, I'm just going to compartmentalize, I'm going to push it down, I'm going to not deal with it, I'm going to avoid it, I'm going to resist it, I'm going to believe it's not there. You have buried that emotion alive. And buried alive, it is going to come back to surprise. It is going to come back to get you at some point. It can show up in so many different ways, but you coming to the root of it, you working through that, is going to release the burden. It's going to release it and allow you to heal. You've been through so much. You've lived 40 plus years. 20 of those years most likely were under the direction, the dictation of somebody else managing your life. And then 20 years of trying to figure it out, working on your own. There's been so many different pressures you have taken on, so many responsibilities you've held. And now that you're turning 40, you're feeling it in a bigger way. And this is the time of life where you can really feel invigorated. You can start to have more sense of who you are, more confidence to start showing up instead of how you were in your 20s, more willingness to stand up and believe in who you are. But you've got to work through these emotions. You've got to unlock it, and you've got to find out who you truly are without having all of these as roadblocks, all of these holding you back. Most people are going to turn 40. Most people are going to believe the lies that you just have to start falling apart, start feeling achy, start feeling all these things, this conditioning that we've been made to believe in our society. And they're just going to accept it, and they're just going to have a steady decline until more and more health issues pop up, and they start taking medications and having surgeries and doing other things. And I'm not knocking that. I'm so grateful we live in a society that can provide those for those who need it. But I want to live a life. Do you want to live a life that gives you other options? That gives you more empowerment? Instead of just believing it's a decline, I want to believe that I can start to embrace life in a bigger way. I can live more fully than I have ever done before because I am more confident. I am more sure of myself. I am more in touch with who I am now that I'm 41 than I ever was at 21 or 31. And I know much more about what I want at this stage of my life than ever before. And I don't want it to be downward from here on out. I don't want to start falling apart. I want to start taking action and making awesome things happen and really living into why I exist. I have doubted myself and held myself back for far too long. And now that I'm 40s, I'm like, it's my time. But how can you rise if you are being held back by yourself because of the emotions you have suppressed? This is how I help you. I help you to find the root of that emotion. I help you to unpack it, to find out why it's causing you such pain, why it's holding you back. This is for you if you are living your life. This is for you if you want to run a business. This is if you want to take a new career change. You are wanting to think if there's something else out there for you and you want to experience it. This is what you need to do. To get to that next level, you have to work through that inside of you. This is for you. If you are like me and you have compartmentalized and held back and pressured yourself to keep rising above because you are strong-willed, you are determined, you are persistent, and you are that confident woman. So in doing that, you just chose to push down those feelings. That's what this is all about. You are going to feel the release of these emotions when you let it go. This heavy weight you should not be carrying around. This is a burden that you have taken on yourself. We're going to allow you to unlock it and let go of it. It wasn't ever yours to carry around. But you were in a hurry. You were busy. You didn't understand. Don't judge yourself for that. Just know how you can take care of yourself now, that this is available for you, that this can be your time every week for this self-care, to take care of yourself, to allow yourself to release these emotions and find what you actually feel, who you actually are, how you want to show up in the world without having to give in to the conditioning, without having to believe it's all down here from here. 40 is amazing. 40 can be so much more than we ever thought possible because the generations that have come before us, They didn't understand what we can do now. They didn't have this in their realm of possibility. So yeah, we have witnessed 40 be a decline, but it doesn't have to keep going that way. And we can be the generation that changes it. And now 40 can be amazing and we can rise above this. If you're interested in seeing what this could look like in your life, schedule a session now. You get your first session complimentary, and we're going to talk about where you're at, why it's not working for you, what's that disconnect, and where you want to go. We'll see if this is a good fit. It's a personal thing to hire a coach. I get that. And I want you to feel solid about the direction you're going. If you think you might like to work with me to unpack where you're going and what you're feeling, reach out now and we'll schedule a time to talk.